Can you just speak a little bit?
Oh, sure, of course, I can speak. This is me speaking. We're checking the levels. I can turn myself up or down.
Can you turn yourself down just a smidge?
I sure can, dear.
Okay, that should be good.
Let's see. Okay, this is me down just a smidge.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, great.
Perfect. Yay. All
Yay.
right, let's wait and get this shit started.
Woo.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the best of all possible souls. It's me, and I'm here with Derby, and we are joined by our co host, who is fabulous, the one and only Trevor Strunk. Trevor, say hi.
Hi, Dia. Hi, Derby. Hi, everyone. Derby is looking like she's in a black metal band right now.
Derby really is like Derby. What's going on with your skin, homegirl? Like your face is looking kind of like you kind of got this like David Bowie man who fell to Earth as the alien kind of vibe going
Yeah,
on.
it's real
It's
strange.
real strange. I don't know what's happening there, but you know what? We support it. Derby's got a club. We're still rocking the beat stick, but now we've got the
It just feels
deserter
good.
armor and the chain hell. We're still rocking the chain hood. Um, for the spring chainmail.
That's right.
We're
The
doing it.
Alexander.
We're real chained up. Actually, we got the whole chain dress and shit now too. We're ready to go to the Met Gala.
This is
Um,
a real Met Gala look, actually. You're right.
like
It's very,
it kind of is, yeah.
very on trend.
God.
Very hot.
So last time we finished up. Oh, actually, wait. We've got a friend here, don't we? Because last time we finished up the tower, the tower.
Yeah,
Of the,
didn't we just have a boss to get this
we
time around, or?
no, we killed the boss last time. Remember?
Oh, you're right, we did.
Yeah, and so we killed the boss, and then we went. We got carried away by the little brain bat demon men who used to ferry us from Sense Fortress to Anor Londo, and now they ferried us from the high wall of Lothric down to um,
Oh,
the undead settlement, is what it's called.
right.
And at the settlement at the foot of the wall, and that's where this guy, he said there's someone named Loretta. We got to go give Loretta a ring. But
Correct.
while we
Yes.
were there, we saw all these weird pilgrim dudes, and we
I
met
do
this.
remember them. They had those shells.
Yeah, they had these shells. And we met this one dude who's got this like weird, like
Hey.
this weird like kind of tubular neck that's wrapped in bandages, and he's got these kind of withered, like kind of gross pustule, like he's got like buboes all over him, but they almost look like kind of like rocks. Looks like he's got like big hunks of rock in his skin.
Polished rock, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's got, I don't know what's going on down here.
Sensor, I guess.
Yeah, he's got a little sensor. We can get inside of him. No, only get so inside
It's
of.
like made of straw.
Yeah, he's got that kind of weird straw. It's like well, the kindling, right? Like this is what
Yeah.
we would call kindling.
No, you're right, and I think that's the whole point of these guys. They're pilgrims.
Yeah, he's got kindling, and but he's got something. See, like, look, there's that
Coming out
underneath.
of the shell.
Yeah, there's like roots and shit coming out of the shell. If you go,
Got legs.
he does have a leg. Look at that.
Good to know.
Yeah,
I always wonder if these things are human or not. I never know if I'm supposed to.
yeah. I don't know what Yoel's deal is. Yoel's got kind of a weird body shape, but we can talk to him because he came back. He was like he was supposed to die, and he didn't die. And he was like, "Oh, I'm supposed to die, and I didn't die." Ooh.
He was sad.
Everyone else died, but not Yoel, and that's an interesting thing. We don't really know why. He doesn't know why, but he said, "Oh, hey, you're unkindled, and what if I come with you and be your sorcerer?" And Derby was like, "Sure, why not?"
Absolutely.
Derby, as we know, historically does not trust sorcery. However, Derby also collects people, so
Derby loves having friends.
Derby loves having friends. It's true.
Oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this. assure you of my leal service.
So
Draw out true strength.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. So he's gonna be loyal to us. He says his name's Yol of Londor. Londor. Did we encountered Londor before?
Um, feel like we did. Or am I just thinking of Anne Orlando?
Yeah, and there's also New Londo. I don't remember if it actually has come up in.
I don't think it was in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I think it's just in Dark Souls 3. It's the home of
Yeah.
Yol, Elfried, Yuri, and Lilian.
Yeah.
Lilian.
We don't know. Spoilers.
I don't know who they are. They're just people.
Spoilers.
Just names.
Looking at the Fextra Life or
Listen,
whatever.
Fextra, I needed to know about Londor.
You need to know about Londor.
I needed to know about
yeah.
Londor.
That's why I just quickly go to Londor and I scroll down to the bottom to see what's referenced. But yeah, so there was
that's my next move.
was no mention of the other Dark Souls. I don't think we really covered them yet. But he will draw out our true strength. He'll also sell us stuff. He'll sell us sorceries. He'll sell us.
What does it mean to draw out our true strength? What does that do?
Let's find out. We can talk to him.
Our champion of Ash. Then shall we begin?
Shall we begin? Okay, we're just gonna do it.
Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
Ooh.
Oh.
So yeah, so Yol will draw out our true strength. And he just gives us like free levels basically.
Why?
Because he'll tell us, I think. If we just talk to him.
As I have said, I was once a sorcerer. Alas, the magic of Londor is a far cry from the wonders of Vinheim. But I can teach you what I know. Perhaps, more importantly, I believe that I can help tease out your true strength. We pilgrims of Londor are keenly aware that those branded by the dark sign possess something quite special.
We got Beckon as a gift.
Interesting. So it has something to do with drawing out our powers vis-a-vis the dark side.
Right, it has to do with our innate darkness.
As I have said,
Okay,
alas,
so-
but perhaps I
Yeah, that's all he's gonna say.
Be safe.
So basically, every time we die enough, he
Interesting.
will give us another level. Yeah, I think it's like
Oh, that makes sense with the dark sign. So it is all about this like coming back element.
yeah, it's about like it's always about like going hollow like as much as you can, and because this game is not really about like it's embered and unembered or whatever. We don't really get fucked up looking when we die.
Right.
In like previous Dark Souls games, you were like you had skin or you were like a piece of beef jerky.
Yeah, Derby got really gnarly.
Derby
looking
gets
in
really
the last game.
In this, the more we talk to Yol, the more withered and hollowed out looking we will look.
Really?
Yeah. By the end of this, you'll end up
Interesting.
like. Do you ever play KOTOR?
A little bit, a long time ago.
Like my favorite thing about KOTOR is the more you shift towards the dark side, like you just get really bad skin.
That is the curse of the dark side.
Like it's like they just make you have just bad skin, and like it's really silly. It's like the silliest, most ridiculous. It's more ridiculous than anything actually in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
Although
it
bad
doesn't make
skin
any
does come with the power of the Sith, as we saw in Darth Maul.
No,
He had
it
bad
doesn't.
skin.
It doesn't. That's the thing. Like there are so many like Sith Lord hotties in Star Wars canon. It's just like it's because what's his face who gets like shot full of reflected force lightning.
The
And
Emperor.
yeah, the Emperor. Like Sheev gets shot full of force lightning because Mace Windu deflects it, and he's like, all like, yeah, I'm all gnarly and transformed. But it's not. He was fine before. He was just Sheev. Sheev was just
I guess
Sheev and
that's
chilling.
true.
Yeah. No, there is so many. It's ridiculous that like the dark side, like not giving money to a beggar, suddenly makes you have bad skin. No, it's stupid. It was stupid. It was bad. I hated it. Um,
That's
the
some
more
real Fable logic right there.
like it really is. Like it's just ridiculous. But that's Yul. The more we die, he's gonna help us out. He's gonna draw out our true strength, and he's gonna make us actually. I think it's a stat. Is it a stat? How do I see? Yeah, status. Switch. No, no. I guess it's not. Maybe it's not yet.
Hmm.
I could have sworn it was like actually like it actually ended up becoming a stat at some point,
That's cool though.
but maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Maybe they patched it out or something.
Well, that would be.
There was
silly.
like a way to see it. I remember because um, what everyone did was they got Yul and then you just jump off a ledge 100 times. It was just it's just what you did.
the easiest way to level up,
Yeah,
basically.
it's just did you get five like you got like I think he gives you like 5 free levels, which is like incredible.
Early on, that's
Yeah,
that's
like,
nuts.
yeah, right away. Like it's just like here's a bonus 5 levels. Like it's like getting the Fap ring. You know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah. That's really nice.
yeah. But it makes you look all fucked up and gnarly, like you've been using dark.
If you're not willing to look all
Jedi
fucked
shit.
up and gnarly in Dark Souls, I'm not sure what you're up to.
Right? I don't trust it.
What's happening over here?
Well, he's opened the gate. See? Remember, this is the guy who likes to open this gate up over here because he's a weird asshole.
Real scarecrow-looking guy.
Yeah. They're all like kind of weird farmers. These are
I gotta-
leftovers
yeah.
from Bloodborne. This is like we wanted to figure out what Bloodborne would look like in a Dark Souls context, and this is
Yeah,
what they
no,
came
this
up
is
with.
very Bloodborne.
It is like this is what they tried to they tried to figure it out, and
Very
um,
Resident Evil 4 here as well.
yeah, it's I just
The
tried to do a
Siege by
jumping
Tiny Napoleon.
I just tried to do a jumping attack at him because I was like Elden Ring, motherfuckers. This is like I'll just do a jumping attack. Firebomb, cool.
If you could do easy jumping attacks in this game, it would be a game changer.
Right? I can do a kick. Oh yeah, there we go. It's like forward R2. And you get that Captain
Oh.
Caveman shit, which isn't like that good. So here we are. Here's a weird hovel. It's
I
actually,
like the way that they've trimmed that tree. That's gonna let that tree live a lot longer. Really nice work there. Appreciate that. Good
There's-
stewardship of your tree.
there's just so many. Well, if you most trees, if you chop, you trim them, then the growth point below it, it'll do 2 growth points. Speaking of which, here's a man who's a tree.
He's been trimmed a
or
couple
something.
times, I think.
He's been trimmed a little too much. He's a little underwatered. He's looking a little dried
Yeah.
out. Maybe no, he's not a succulent.
It would be pretty cool if you could water that man and see what happened.
If you could, yeah, that would be something else. There's dudes in
It's
here.
a real missed opportunity.
It's true. There's bodies we have to get knocked down in here. There's like
This is very Bloodborne. You're right.
it's really Bloodborne, and it's like it's kind of a shame because like they on the one hand it's like okay yes you are trying to Dark Souls up like what you learned from Bloodborne, but it's just such a fucking Bloodborne thing that it's like it just feels a little bit silly.
I feel like for me, I saw people doing and I never pay this any mind because there's nothing worse than ranked lists. But and it's not the one you're thinking I'm gonna say. But I saw people ranking their favorite Dark Soulsborns basically, and they included Bloodborne and Sekiro in there, and Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Elden Ring, I think, probably gets included, but like, it's just like I like Bloodborne and Sekiro actually I like probably much more than Bloodborne. But like I think those games work way better when they're not in the context of Souls, when they are kind of left to be their own thing.
Well, I mean, first of all,
Um,
right off the bat, Sekiro, not a Soulsborne. It's not a Souls
no,
game.
I mean
not-
it isn't a Souls game at all. It's a very different game. It's
Yeah.
more like a rhythm game almost.
Like, yeah, like really, yeah.
It's a fantastic game, but yeah, it's not a Soulsborne.
So there's all these dudes around here, and we can just like drop down.
Snipe them. Very nice.
We really can't really snipe them, but we can at least get
Well,
the drop on them, which is nice because like I think is that all of them down here. I don't like when they do this in like they do this in Bloodborne, they do this in Dark Souls, but like there's like a whole you get this weird dark room, and it's just kind of like, you know, we put stuff in it because we can, because Havoc physics engine and like increased draw, like, you know, polygon counts and stuff like that. Like I understand why why they do it and what the impulse to do it, but like it's just kind of like when I'm just like walking through here, I don't really like, you know, the pile of bodies. It's like it just gets all jumbled in, and it just becomes like, oh yeah, here's like 8th console generation garbage.
Yeah, you sort of lose the effect, because I feel like there's some cool stuff in there. I thought the wagon wheels were kind of neat.
The wagon wheels are wild. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that they're there. It makes it feel like it's something where, you know, I mean, obviously it's gone to decay and rot and ruin, but like a place where, you know, things were like made or something like that. But then all the cages with the bodies, it's like, okay, what is this? Is this like a creepy place now? Is it scary? Is that the thing that we're going for?
But like, and that's the thing, is like there's not an emphasis on the creepy bodies. Like it's just very like kind of confused. It's like
It's a mishmash, yeah.
Yeah, like we've got this weird rack here, and like we're gonna find out about what the thesis of this zone is, but it's not. This is this is like a kind of initial understanding of my problem with Dark Souls 3 is we have this kind of like, you know, perverse this like sordid township, you know, in Delco, and
It is a Delco township, you're
fucking
right.
fucking Delco, baby.
These people were around. It's just they're at the shore. So it's fine. They're down the shore. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, so like this Delco is shit township is like, it doesn't really have a sense of, you know, Hemwick Charnel Lane. Hemwick is great because it is a weird short story that's basically the same short story. It's about carving up bodies. Like it's body processing, right? For like the witches, who are really just there for the eyes.
Right.
You know, Bloodborne, everyone just wants eyes. They want eyes.
Bloodborne
and blood.
loves, yeah, because it's Lovecraft. So they're just like, why don't we need the thing that sees the madness? So we need the eyes. We need the ocular orbs.
Yeah, we need to grow eyes inside our brain. Here's some messages. Be wary of demise. Yeah.
Good message.
Time for head. You know.
Classic. The classics are classics for a reason.
There's this asshole over here. Yeah. I knew he was there. He still got me, but also, I don't care.
Yeah, but he just gets you once.
Yeah, like he's. I don't. It's funny because like I don't think even when I didn't know he was there initially, he's just never really killed me. He's not like there's the in Dark Souls 1, the Soldier's Rest bonfire, I think it is.
Yeah.
The one, and like it's the one where you first meet Melentia.
Are you gonna knock down that body? By the way,
I'm gonna knock down that body. I'm talking right now.
No, it's just like,
but, like,
it's like
you know,
right. It's like a little thing in my teeth.
Okay, fine.
Okay, go ahead. It's where you first meet Valencia.
Where where you meet Melentia and like
I do.
and it's like there's like you go in and Melentia's here and she's like, oh hi, I'm Melentia over here, and then there's like the big tree, and then there's like you can drop down, and there's like the bonfire, and then like if you go outside around the corner, there's that one like Drang Lake soldier with
Yes, I
the
know
with
exactly
the
what you're talking about.
with the Zweihander that will come out and just like wreck your shit. He will wreck your shit. This guy doesn't do shit. He's like
He really didn't hurt you very much at all.
no, it's like a weird echo of that like does like it's just like of no consequence.
Well, in much the same way that this feels like a survival horror level, like that, it's more of a jump scare than anything. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my gosh, and then you're done.
Yeah, and here's a big tree that's on fire, and there's a bunch of like villagers around it, and we have once again re-quoted um, Bloodborne.
hmm
With the opening, the
There's,
bonfire surrounded
I was
by.
gonna say, there's no part in Bloodborne where there's a big thing on fire with villagers, right? That's not.
No, this is wholly new. Um,
It's not a big old werewolf. It's a tree.
I don't like. It's weird though, cause like I don't know that it like I don't think it works here. Like I don't feel like we're doing like I don't like even when we understand. So we've got that weird kind of fat blobby thing that's like all done up over
Mhm.
there. Even when we understand what's going on there, we got Loretta's bone.
Oh,
And
that's not good.
that's the body. We got it on a body that was hung up.
That's bad news for our friend.
It's bad news for our friend. It's also weird that we knew that was Loretta.
Yeah, the bone said Loretta, and the Derby just
Like, did it have a toe
Figured it out.
tag?
they get it carved in. It's like whoa, that was effective.
Yeah, isn't it fun?
But yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think that like that area in Bloodborne is so effective because it's dark, it's kind of claustrophobic. You're getting used to the new system, which I think can't be overstated in feeling like, okay, I'm an outsider here. I don't belong here. This is dangerous and scary. Like here, you're in the middle of like, I don't know. It's essentially like gloomy daylight out. And the tree is just in the middle of everything, and also it's not fully on fire.
No.
Like that sounds like me being a stickler, but it's just like only part of it's on fire. It's not like a conflagration.
No, it's not a conflagration. And like, there's guys like kind of like, there are people like kind of in prayer and like huddled around it. Like, sure, but like, no one's really worker trousers. Like even when this big like weird.
Oh, I know
like,
this guy. He's from Demon Souls.
right.
Fat Mare's back. I love him.
um,
He's a weird old freak.
yeah. So she is one of the like she's a weird religious figure.
Oh, she is not exactly like the old mares. Similar enough.
Son of a bitch.
I guess it was the. Did the mares have masks, or was that just their face? Trying to recall.
I don't remember. I think it was just her face.
Okay, then this is quite a. I got to admit, I like the sound effects here.
Oh yeah, they're actually like kind of like a. Son of a bitch again. Jesus. Whew. They're
Oh
toughies.
my.
Yeah. They'll fuck you up. And they're
She's
just,
serious. Does she respawn?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not. And they kind of will find like they got their big like silly Elizabethan collars.
Oh, this is definitely a recalling of the official from Demon
yeah.
Souls.
No, it is like, which is fine. Like I don't mind callbacks. I love callbacks. I just
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an enjoyable callback, honestly. Like that's fun.
they're
That's like you go like, oh, you point and it doesn't mean anything one way or the other if you don't know it.
Yeah, it's just the thing. The thing that I have here is that this doesn't feel like it doesn't even feel like a weird town ritual. You know, like there are like it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. I was just thinking of the like the very silly musical number from Wicker Man, the original Wicker Man.
Oh, that's such a good
Where
movie.
everyone sings a song about and on the tree there was a man, and on the man there was a woman, and in the woman there was an egg, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
The like really ridiculous like spring fertility song.
It's a really wonderful scene because it like I think unlike a lot of, and I mean the Nicolas Cage Iron Man, Wicker Man is that's like too easy of a target. But like I think a lot of like folk horror and stuff like that gets it wrong in that they always try to make the scariest stuff seem eerie on its face when a lot of times that like level of silliness is what makes the horror much worse.
No, like I mean,
Like
one
when
of
it actually comes.
one of the funniest things is like when I first watched that movie was like when they start singing Sumer is a Kumanen, and I'm just like, this is just a medieval like like an old like medieval like folk song about the like about like this transition of the seasons,
Yep.
and it's just like this is like a song that like everyone would like know and learn in school, and it's just like, oh, it is taking on a weird sinister tone here.
Yeah, and like the fact that it is so ordinary, right? Like I think that's like, and obviously like
It's
it's
ordinary and
in,
mirthful, like
yeah, and I think like that's something that, again, like that first scene in Bloodborne, the first setting rather, um, part of what is scary about that is like, it's the burning beast, but also I feel like you could, were you to pop into the town, like casually, a lot of people would just be kind of drinking beers and hanging out around the beast. They aren't like immediately bloodthirsty. They're bloodthirsty because you appear, but it feels like they could just be hanging out,
yeah.
which is honestly like way scarier than like, oh, all these people are praying here, which you see like you see Hollows doing that all the time in these games, and a lot of times it's just meant to be like a reflection of their mindlessness.
And I don't
Yep.
like we've got like the weird the weird like nuns.
Body roots.
Yeah, we've got these like kind of like these body roots, like these root bodies that are piled up, and they're just hollows. Like here's an exposed one right here. It's like nothing to write home about. It's just a your standard just hollow human corpse, that we have just kind of thrown at the foot of this tree, and the tree's kind of weird, but like I don't know, it just feels a little try hard.
I wonder how much of that is like because this is the first game that's like trying to tell a sequel story, like trying to do a like, oh, do you recognize these places, and like doing callbacks to the Witches of Izalith and stuff like that. Whereas like in the previous games, any sort of connections were connections that were like probably 75% created by the players and the player base.
Yeah, I don't know. But like even like the root system here, like it's like okay, there's just so much like there's stuff that's like I am interested in what like the Miyazaki's like fixation on the wild growth and what these roots being these roots are deal is, and with the tree growth, the trees that are kind of much more arterial, like this is a
Yeah.
very kind of like capillary system tree up here. Oh, there's something in that guy.
Oh wow, I thought nothing was in those guys. I was thinking about that, and then
Nope.
Derby.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, nice arm, Derby.
Fucking kukri.
Well, okay. Replenish our throwing knives.
Oh, here's a guy over here.
I will say I do like that as a bit of environmental storytelling, that the body on the tree that you're throwing knives at is, of course, the item in it is a bunch of knives that's been thrown at it.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate that. That's kind
Yeah.
of fun.
There's
That's clever.
there's it's very funny. The sound just abruptly cutting out from the overhang or the cliffside over there. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what, buddy? Like, this is just such a post Resident Evil 4 zone that I'm just kind of
Oh,
like
100%.
it just feels, it just falls so flat for me. And it's such a big zone. This is like a huge zone because there's like kind of like three paths through it.
Wild.
There's a lot of this zone, and like there's a lot of just like, oh look, there's like, you know, there's, we can go down there, you could fall down there, and ooh, there's all these bodies we can knock down, and the bodies kind of still have blood in them.
We like we definitely want to give credit to the Foley artist who got the body thud to sound right.
Yeah, no, they did a great job.
We appreciate you.
Okay.
Always fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
the
is-
spooky cage.
And like the spooky cage, like I don't, why? Like
There's only one, too. It's to spare you. It's to give you a jump scare.
I know, like it's just I don't, you know, this is like something that like we would see in you know, Aldia's Keep or not Sen's the Duke's Archives, you know.
Yeah.
This actually the Duke's Archive wouldn't have this. He wouldn't be that tacky.
He also wouldn't be this messy.
No, this is like
This is pure Aldia.
this is Aldia. Yeah. But it's just like when we learned the thesis for this zone that From Software is kind of putting together, it's just like all of the bodies in the various sacks, or like, you know, the various, like, you know, like the hanging up bodies, that makes sense, but the bodies in the cages that have like come to life as like a one singular entity, it just doesn't make sense to me. And it feels like someone had this really cool model or like this like concept art of, you know, this skeleton in, you know, these like these hollow bodies in, you know, a cage, and like they were really hyped about it, and like Miyazaki was like, yeah, sure.
Right. I think this again, like the reason that it would hit better in Aldia's is because you've got a whole game where you can observe what's happening and what you're told about Aldia and everything. And like within this place, this is the first time we've been here, and it's like, okay, is this a repeat of the Undead Burg? Is it a new place? And it's like, it doesn't feel as good because it isn't as clearly like marked as like a piece of like story, I guess, for lack of a better word. Like I wish that it had like a purpose that was clear.
Yeah. And like, you know,
Did you drink the Estus soup, by the way?
I did drink the Estus soup.
I missed when you did that because I was
I
coughing.
drank the Estus soup. We actually, it's I was surprised because there's no there was no a message here. Usually like someone leaves a message. Let's see. What can we try? Do we have anything good? Do we have anything that
Dry dregs.
dry dregs? Maybe something that conveys the concept of soupiness. Try swamp. No, come on. Try soup. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna point. Do we have a bow? Bow is good. We bow with the
I like
soup.
that a lot. Yeah.
Perfect. Try soup. I think more people should try soup, honestly.
Do you think a lot of people avoid the soup?
No, I think most people drink the soup. Are you kidding me? It's a Dark Souls game. It's also where you find the Warrior of Lights Covenant. It's just here, just like on like this rack. So clearly, someone who was a member of, who was a Warrior of Light was tortured here. And there's all these bowls, which is kind of like a neat thing because you got this soup cauldron and it's surrounded by bowls.
Yeah, I like that. That's like it's odd, right? Like it was it feeding a lot of people? Is this like a restaurant?
Right. Well, it's weird, and then we have this weird rack thing, but like it's like a press, like right, like where he's got these like kind of screws that like you know go down into a body, and like it's got it's not really like a cold, like it's not like the kind of press you would like you know like press grapes with or like olives with or something like that. But
And
then
it's
we
not a rack exactly.
no,
Like it's not.
it's a very weird thing. There are these kind of these like these they're not exactly manacles. They're like kind of big bracelets, and then some kind of
Yeah.
so clearly some like there's a cleaver and like some kind of tool for sawing through flesh. But then there's the chair here. Like there's some good moments in this like zone, but like you really have to work for them. And it doesn't it really covers them up in a way that feels not it doesn't feel like it's trying to make it subtle, right? Like because it's not subtle. Like hello, it's fucking there's this weird rack with these bodies and there's these like cleavers and shit, and it's surrounded by bowls, and there's Estes fucking soup. This is not
Yeah.
this is not subtle or coy or anything like that. So like but it's just hard to see and just kind of cover it up with just like all of this like detritus.
Yeah, and it's I mean like I feel like this is also frustrating because we had such a good time in the last zone, right? Like there was so much to actually pull out and like because there was new stuff. Like it felt crafted and kind of like interesting in the way it was talking to us about what was going on. What the castle was about, and what the dragons were about, and all this stuff. And this just feels kind of cobbled together, trying to like get a reaction.
Yeah, I really like this tunnel is very funny because it's pure concept art, right?
Yeah,
Like this it's the dark tunnel with the weird spooky body, the corpse cages, and then at the end of it there's a red-eyed hollow that's marching towards you. And like it's just like yeah, I can see the digital painting that was the concept art for this that like is made it into the art book somewhere. Oh shit.
okay.
I forgot about these
Admittedly
assholes.
surprising.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I am surprised
There
by
is
that.
another way you can go that takes you over top, and you can go through and you can clear them all out.
Ah,
I forgot about that, but whatever.
see, it'll still give you a little moment of satisfaction
It
here and
will.
there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the thing again, that's a Dark Souls ass jump scare. That's all that is.
Yep.
Like, it's nothing to.
No, you're right. I mean, it's not particularly like novel.
No, it's just a. Oh, you thought you were safe, and guess what? Shit fell down at the ceiling because you were busy looking ahead at like the little, god rays of light coming through the window. That
Ah, the crepuscular light.
I really love it because it's like it's got like a physical presence because it's not a function of like where you are. It's always just present.
Yeah, we,
Um,
we love we love to know how that happens and the physics behind it when we are from software.
yeah,
Definitely never seen crepuscular rays coming right through a window.
yeah, it's beautiful.
I also like how just kind of going off of your very apt comment about the concept art there. Like those guys falling down as them really calling their shot of them being like, hey, like I'm pretty sure these guys are just gonna be staring ahead at their cool scene. We could probably get them if some guys drop down ahead on top of them. It's like, what a rude assessment.
Uh-huh. And like it's accurate. Like it totally just got me. I knew that was there and I still walked right into it.
Yeah,
But like I don't know, like sometimes I feel like if you know something's there and you end up walking right into it all the same, is it that effective or is it just like I have
is
no
it
option?
just annoying?
Like it's just like this is the option I have. I have to walk through this room and I'm going to do it quickly because this isn't like a functionally interesting part of the experience. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I can understand that.
I do like the sound effects these guys make because it's really funny. Yeah,
Sound
like,
effects in this area are on point.
they're great. They're really good.
I like the callback to the mayoral functionary by the tree. I like how she, while she's attacking you, just has a bunch of like weird chants or conversations she's having. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And here we just get like a bunch of kind of just like functionally empty rooms. It's also like it doesn't feel like, especially coming off like the DLC for. I forgot about this bitch up here. This is a really annoying walkway. There's like Dark Souls 3 likes to do this shit with these like just kind of annoying walkways.
Oh, the spiraling homing magic sucks so bad.
Yeah. She just keeps doing this shit, and like, I can run through. There's a wall over there. There's guys over there.
No,
There's
yeah.
guys over here. There's guys over this way. I don't think. Can I go? I can go down here. There's a thing.
Of course,
There's
it gets
Titanite
you even
shard.
there. She's doing the fighting game competition thing of like, well, it's not spamming. If you can't beat me, you have to adapt. God, stop. Stop going in the corner and just doing low kick.
Stop doing low kick. Like, it's very true. Okay, come on down here, buddy. Come on down here with your hammer. You can get his hammer. I
You
never
can get his hammer?
I never have, but like it is a thing that drops.
Oh man, that would be a cool thing to get.
It's a I don't know how effective it is, but like
It would look cool.
It's a cool hammer. Like it's just a big wooden like
It's a mallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Very
I think I'm
annoying.
just gonna run past. I think I can. Yep, there we go. Run into-
Yes.
Oh, Hodrick. This is like the most.
This isn't good. Yeah. And
There
we
we
just
go.
got invaded, so let us
Boom.
do it. Oh,
yeah.
this is good news.
Hodrick is an NPC. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's.
I thought even NPCs would stop you.
I think he doesn't, but I'm gonna go spend these souls actually. We'll fight Hodrick. He'll come back. Hodrick is his scripted encounter right there.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah. But I got 28,000 souls. I'd rather use them for something.
Yeah, let's spend them.
Also, we should probably go tell what's his face that we found
that we
Loretta's
found her
bone.
Yeah, he's not gonna like that.
No, he's not.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part, huh?
So can he sell us stuff still? Bastard sword, spear. Yeah, we did that last time. We didn't have anything of note. But we can give him Loretta's bone.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I
Yeah. Um, it's interesting. Like we never really find out about Loretta. Like it's clearly she was someone important to Grey Rat.
Yeah, and it is like it's a very much a personal kind of thing he's keeping to himself.
Um, so the wait, I forgot to read Loretta's bone before I gave it back to him. But old discolored human bone with several holes bored into it. A woman's corpse in the undead settlement was found clutching this bone. Her name was Loretta. So it's Loretta's bone. It's not, a bone belonging to Loretta's body, which I always thought was interesting. It's just, you know,
That's really, yeah, that is interesting.
it's some kind of weird, and it's like the fact that it's got these holes bored into it. It's like, what's that about?
Yeah, is it a flute?
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's a weird thing.
You can keep the as.
That's all he says. Then he gets
Goodbye.
sad.
Oh, this place is a bore. What good is thievery if you've nowhere to go?
Oh boy.
I think we can catch him saying something more. I don't entirely.
Oh, hello. And in one piece.
No.
You can keep the as. Goodbye. Oh, this place is a.
Okay. Well, it's not gonna say anything, I guess.
I don't think he's gonna last very long here.
At the foot of Lothric
Yeah. Okay. You've got nothing new. But maybe we can get.
Very well.
We can-
Then touch the dark take
I
nourishment.
think so.
Nope.
Oh, no, not quite. But
But-
you do have items.
We do have items, yeah. So let's see if we can do something with those. There we go.
Well,
Welcome,
yeah, that'll
husband.
definitely do it.
Very well. Then take.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like the vigor at this point, your health feels
Farewell,
great.
May the
Like,
flames guide thee.
Yeah.
you seem to be lasting quite a bit longer than before.
Oh, I've got an Estus shard.
Tis good, wasn't he?
Let's no, not a lot. Reinforce. Woo! Increase the number of our
So weird, he
uses.
doesn't say anything about that.
No.
Your too simple reinforcement is one. Reinforcement is straightforward. Ring this business in battle.
Oh, we got a hurrah. Okay.
Another matter. Infusing weapons with gems require mine. Oh, believe it or not.
Oh, he just.
Oh, well, if you find them, they can be used without those, and they'll, weapons, but when they, but that's a, they're a
Guy's absolutely just giving you the information you should get from the guide.
Just just straight up, just tutorialization, baby. Let's go.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
So yeah, no, like, because you're not gonna read a manual, because there isn't a manual anymore.
No.
And did I go to the right place? Where did I go? Okay, yeah, that's where I wanted to be. So here we are, back in the undead settlement, and over there is a bridge, and over here is,
No painter of light feel here.
it really really is. It really, like, it has, like, I hate to say it, like, it has this, like, this very particular kind of concept art vibe that, like, is, very, like, trained up on the painter of light.
Yes.
But, like, trying to do an H.P. Lovecraft.
One of those like Etsy stores where they're like, yeah, we did this, but it's messed up.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh no!
Damn, Podrick. Oh, he brought this asshole with him. Son of a bitch.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Oh,
Well,
first death of the night.
first death of the night. There we go. We needed death. That's the thing.
We
We didn't.
needed it.
Wait. Did we not die at all last time? Was that the thing? The deal there?
I think maybe we had one. No, I think you're right. We didn't die at all.
We had no deaths. Let's change our covenant. Let's be a warrior of sunlight. Pledge oneself to the warrior. An ancient talisman depicting a holy symbol bestowed upon the warriors of sunlight. Equipped to pledge oneself to the warriors of sunlight. Warriors of sunlight are brilliantly gleaming cooperators who place their golden signatures to help those in need. For it is their duty to deliver a great conquest to their summoner.
I do appreciate this version of like the Sun Bros thing, where like you essentially are, you're essentially doing this version of telling a myth that has like been retold so many times that it has lost like any sense of historical reference. Like we know that like Astoria or what's his name? Sorry, I'm blanking.
No, not
It's not Artorias.
God. How did we forget our solidest bro?
Yeah, he's so nice.
Oh God, Trevor.
Let's see. I know.
Trevor, we have a thing that we do.
Where we
We're-
Solaire.
Solaire. I was like, yeah,
Solaire.
because of the
Yeah.
sun.
Right. And he's also from Astoria, which is why I said Astoria.
Yeah.
Because I guess he was from New Jersey. Yeah, like Solaire is like clearly, he thinks he's the son of Gwyn and all this stuff, but like pretty clearly he's not, and he suffers a pretty bad fate, like unless you take some steps to keep him from suffering that fate. But in this, it's like, he is the founder of a truly great covenant, and like it's kind of like it's a good version of that. Like, yeah, history is often just forgotten. Good timing to be raided.
Right? So, he didn't even give me his thing.
Can you get that axe?
Yeah, you sure as hell can.
Saw? I guess.
Yeah, you could totally get that shit. It's great. Now Hodrick's ready for it. Come on, Hodrick. Oh, son of a...
Oh no! That's such a late parry. Rude.
Yeah. No drinking.
Whew. Not the hardest guy, but like, boy, he is chunky.
Yeah.
Vertebrae shackle.
Vertebrae shackle. Yeah. Oh, and look at all those souls we got.
Well, that's a lot of souls. Wow.
And we got a vertebrae shackle.
Vertebrae shackle.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. That's probably something cool.
Welcome, host.
What
Very well.
what do we got?
Then top taken.
Yeah. I just want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Farewell,
Now we're getting
everyone.
stronger.
May the
Can we reinforce our club?
Yeah, I bet we
Ashen
can.
one.
It wasn't he?
So we can, but we only have 2 Titanite. Oh no, we can't, because that needs 6 to go to the next level.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
our secondary club. We can
Our secondary club. Our normal ass
Just-
club.
Ah,
just in case our first club breaks.
passion?
Yeah, I bought more firebombs.
Hey, no, they've been serving you quite well.
Yeah.
Can't see any problem with that. They've been super helpful.
Now the important thing is that this guy over here, this big boy with his big saw, we can kill him and we could take his big saw. And Derby's eyeing that saw.
Would love to get that saw. That would be really cool. Boy,
Oh, son of a bitch!
guy wields that saw with authority.
Oh, I kept trying to hit the R2, not the R1,
Oh,
and like that was can't go hitting that R2 because it's slow. It's that. That's the R2. There's a little R2, but the difference between the two for some reason is like non-existent on this controller.
sounds like it's like a controller that is not doing you a lot of good service there.
No, it's the standard Xbox controller. Just like for some reason, like
Oh. I thought maybe you were using something new.
Nope.
Jeez. Nice. I don't know, that Captain Caveman really worked quite well.
when it hits, it fucking hits. Is the thing.
Boo, no saw. If you're gonna keep her, you should put on the. Do you have the coveted serpent ring yet?
We've got the one that gives us souls, but not item drop now.
Darn.
I remember correctly, it's not like a low drop rate. Like it's a pretty substantial drop rate.
All right, yeah, no, it's. I love this saw. I'm happy to keep grinding for it. Ah, there. Oh, well.
I'll take it. Like
But yeah, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth.
we have no problem with Titanite shards in this household.
Especially in this game, this is like they're hard to come by.
They're like we get this like weird chasm, and we get these houses that are kind of being pushed to the side.
I like those houses. I won't lie. I think they're cool.
Like yeah, like it's just like this again, like this section. This is like a cool bit of like concept art with like, someone drew a really cool little like what if the bonfire was here and there's a bridge with, this weird like doorway in it, and just so you know, like door doesn't open from the side, so that's why we're not going that way. But then like the houses that are about to fall into this chasm, but maybe they were built there, like it's like it's very unclear, like
Well, and it does feel like concept art because it feels like you're looking at it and being like, okay, let's throw together a bunch of stuff that's very soulsy. So there's the bridge and the deep pit, and there's the hanging bodies, and there's the houses kind of look like something from Blighttown, and there's like, even that hallway up there is kind of repeated, echoed in Sekiro when you fight the knight from the west, right? The armored knight. And like it's just so FromSoft, like it's just, but it's mashed together. So like you don't actually get any sense of like narrative cohesion. Like it's fun when styles are mashed together in this game, but like most of the zones we've been in, we've taken for granted that they're telling us a story. This one is not.
No, and it's weird. It's like, okay, we have, in some ways it's like kind of like a processing plant, right, for bodies. But in other ways, it's like we've seen the kind of processing, but then there's like also kind of weird quasi experimentation. But then there's also just these two bodies, just that like, how did they get there?
They're just hanging there, yeah.
Like these two, it's just like, and it's like, oh, we put two corpses there because it would look neat, and like the big thing, like one of the things, when I first like, it was like, seeing what the fandom was saying about Dark Souls is like, oh, like it's so like intentional and everything is intentional, and every item tells a story, and it's just like, Yeah, but maybe not.
Well, certainly not in this game.
Like,
And
yeah.
I feel like you cannot hit with certain items and certain things if like most of it is appearing to be intentional. But I think the problem with this zone is that everything seems unintentional. Like it seems like a zone you would get in like a kind of mid-range Xbox 360 game where like, it's oh, this is fun, like for like my $40 game buy or whatever. This is enjoyable. I wasn't expecting much from this, so that's enjoyable. Whereas like for all the people saying it's immersive storytelling, it's like, well, this zone is not. This is just this is a palette.
Yeah, it's, and I think that's like one of the things is like it feels, um, it feels like a mood board more than
Yeah.
um, something that was done with a mood board.
I love that Captain Caveman thing.
No, it's good now.
Sorry to the listeners and Adia if my voice is getting worse. I do not have COVID. I checked, but I do have a monster cough. So that is why this is happening.
Well, it's really funny because like I grew up in Richmond, Virginia, where the allergies are bad. It's just
Oh
like,
yeah.
between you get grasses and then you go straight into trees, and it's just like the fucking worst. And nothing was like, it was fun. I eventually, like, after 30 years of living there, was like kind of finally started to like achieve like some semblance. Well, 30 years of living there plus allergy shots.
Sure.
Finally made it to like would make it through a year, and then I moved to Pennsylvania, and it was just like I remember calling my mom and being like, "How did you grow up here?" And she's just like, "I spent all of high school just like waking up and like taking a swig of a giant from the giant bottle of Benadryl that Grandma had by the sink," and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And she was just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." She was like, "That's why we were always like completely just like zoned out because we were just so constantly drinking Benadryl." Fucking
Ah,
rubbish.
we're gonna get it. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. I think like, yeah, the Eastern Seaboard in general, especially like, I don't know, Virginia up to here is just like a nightmare zone of allergies. I don't think this is allergies. I haven't had allergies in a bit. They sort of like did that thing where I was affected as a kid pretty badly. Not horribly, but like I would always be stuffed up and have a cough and all as a kid. And then they kind of went away from me. Like I wasn't ever allergic to anything as much as I was then. But be a real kick in the pants if they were back.
I mean, it could just be, air quality. 'Cause
I could also have a cold. That's
It's
also
true.
possible. Unlikely as it is that I of all people, the pristine portrait of health, would have a cold. It is funny because my kids never really get sick, and like me and Kristen don't get sick too often, but like so when any of us do, we're just the worst patients. We're just always like,
Oh,
the smallest illness knocks us completely flat.
you the big babies.
It's like, oh, this is so horrible. Kristen's a little better with it, but yeah, me and the kids are giant babies.
Come on.
Ugh,
Fucking
another rubbish.
rubbish. We're gonna be able to one-hand this with it. We're gonna get enough souls to be able to one-hand this shit by the time we get him to drop
So
it.
excited. Like now, it just feels like we should get it. Like we have to.
We have to. Yeah. No. We're owed. We defeated Hodrick. Oh.
We did.
Oop.
guys become very easy to beat too.
right?
Not the easiest, but like routine, I would say.
Yeah, no, we're Derby's just like she figured it out. Derby understands.
It's fun to see Derby in a zone like this. Reminds me of Derby and the Iron Keep, just clearing out those knights.
Oh god, that's such a good time.
That was fun. Uh-oh. Yep.
Nope.
Oh.
That's like one thing I do like Elden Ring. Like you can tell right away if they've dropped something or not.
Yeah,
That's
I appreciated that too.
Yeah, I really appreciate that in Elden Ring. Especially with the amount of fucking farming I did for that fucking bronze shield.
What?
Brass shield, right in
Okay.
the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Why did you farm for it so bad?
because it's a really fucking good shield.
Oh, okay. But you never use shields. That's what I'm so like surprised by.
Elden Ring I did.
Okay.
Although ultimately I just ended up with like using the buckler. I think.
Buckler's pretty good in that game.
Just because I became just a fucking parry monster by the end of it.
Perry Monster, my favorite late Macaulay Culkin movie.
I need to watch Party Monster again. That was a great movie.
I don't know if I've ever seen the whole thing through. I should watch it
Oh
too.
man, yeah, totally should. It's great. You do like a double feature with that, and then 24-hour Party People.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then you never have to feel bad about not partying. I'm speaking purely for myself here. I don't want to presume anyone in the audience or on the stream is not partying. I assume there are several Zelda parties happening tomorrow.
Do you think they're happening tomorrow? Or do you think they're happening at midnight?
Oh, that could be true. One of my daughter's classmates is allowed to stay home from school tomorrow so she can play the game with her dad.
Holy shit, that's incredible.
Yeah, Tilly's really mad at us, and basically me and my wife are like, well, that's how it is. Like, some parents are nicer than others.
See, if she was smart, then she would have pulled a COVID.
Yep. I'm feeling really sick. I think it might be. Oh.
Yeah.
Had this close contact.
There's
The
so
only
many
thing that's gonna
souls
fix me is if I play. Is Dad buys Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah. I saw everyone giving it 10 out of 10s, and I was just kind of like,
Well, yeah. What else were they gonna give it?
So I'm like really wondering how Armored Core is gonna go now because of that.
Interesting. How do you mean?
Because basically, if Armored Core gets above a 92 Metacritic, it's over. Like that's it. That's like death knell for From Software. They cannot do two universally lauded games back to back like that. It means they've lost their magic.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Especially in Armored Core. If an Armored Core gets that much like, universal acclaim, no.
It's a bad sign.
That's a bad sign.
No, that makes sense. I can see that. Although, I do think it's kind of baked in now. Like I think the name brand is there. Like I think FromSoft is, in many ways, like Nintendo.
I'm
Like, you
hoping
wouldn't-
that Armored Core will be enough Armored Core that the people who end up thinking they want to play an Armored Core get to review it and end up being miserable playing it.
People will. I mean, listen, mech games should be extremely popular given like the importance of the genre when MechWarrior and MechWarrior 2 were coming out and all that. But like I think they are not very popular because people are just prone to hate them. Like there's so much personalization. You have to min max. It's just like the kind of thing that people who are looking for a fun shoot 'em up are going to hate.
No, it's I mean it's everything that like it's everything people hate about like race car simulator games. Like all like everyone who's a casual like hates about Gran Turismo is like all of the weird shit when you have to like start dealing with your car's spreadsheet. Like people really don't like when games show them the spreadsheet. And Armored Core is pure like it's like all the Formula One games. It's pure spreadsheet. It just happens that it's a spreadsheet that I resonate with more than a Formula
Gran Turismo.
One. Yeah, like I would much rather be a member of this like nightmare sci-fi fantasy vision of a horrible corporation than I would literally Ferrari.
Yeah, I mean that's reasonable.
Like I want Space Ferrari company.
I mean, it makes good sense. Like the that explains a lot why people are both like fanatically into and also just like fanatically resistant to Armored Core.
Oh, son of a bitch! He got me.
He got us.
That was the time he was gonna drop it too. But look at that thing. That thing is so cool looking.
He's so cool. We have to get those souls. That's almost 2 levels at this point.
Yeah, it's never getting this fucking soul strap. Are you kidding me? Not leaving that on the table.
Not now. I was more so just saying it for myself.
That's
I
fair.
needed to say it, or else I would have. I don't know what would have happened. Something bad. Made him mad.
Bro, you're not mad at me. You're mad at FanDuel. Just
You need to. That guy needs to stop betting so much. It's his problem. Put a parlay on one of the games tonight.
God.
Parlay on the Suns winning, and he's looking at the score right now and wondering if his wife's gonna notice this time around. Will his husband finally open up the credit card statement and see what's been happening?
He's just not dropping anything now. We just got so
I
many
know.
souls.
Well,
and
it's because he spent it all on FanDuel.
he spent it all on FanDuel. He sold his. For some reason, he actually ended up. He didn't own that. FanDuel came and took it right before Derby could collect.
It's so rough.
That's just how it works. Like it's like that out here.
This is the Undead Burg. Or the Undead Settlement. It's
The Undead
you
Bird.
can't go into arrears out here.
No.
Man,
Everyone here is at Sugar House. I will never forget the time I was in. I was at when I was living in Bryn Mawr, and I went to 7-Eleven to get a Big Gulp and a Diet Coke Big Gulp and a pack of Marlboro Menthol Lights, and
go off.
there was this like group of like Villanova dudes who were so hype because they were getting snacks to go to the casino. I think they were going to Harrah's.
Okay.
And like they were so hyped because they were going to go to the casino and quote unquote get casino chicks, but they needed snacks.
No.
They needed snacks to go to the casino so that they had energy for the casino chicks.
Oh, that's
It
that's
was
so
the
sweet.
most Villanova shit I've ever seen. Like, the only thing
I like-
more Villanova was like when they decided to start playing cornhole on like the lawn of the apartment
Oh, yeah.
with their like custom built Villanova cornhole boxes.
Those cost so much money.
Like I found that out. Like I didn't like realize that. Like I'm like mom. Like I was like told mom. I'm like mom. These Villanova bros are out and they got these cornhole things. And she's like, oh, that's big money. Like you have no idea. Like I was like, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, no.
Yeah,
it's
they're
cost-
like hundreds of dollars to get those things. It's like wild.
It is ridiculous.
I wonder if they found any. I'm boggling. Sorry, at the concept of casino chicks.
Casino chicks.
Like,
Yeah.
45-year-old women who are at a party with their friends, 80-year-old men who have lost their wives and misplaced them, and they're just at the wrong slot. I don't know. Like, what is a casino woman?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, or the one time, like the one time I've been to a casino, uh, Sarah and I went to the Borgata for like I think it was one of our anniversaries,
Mm-hmm.
and like, um, you know, it was just like seriously just like, you know, very miserable old people with gambling problems.
Oh yeah,
And then
absolutely.
like, you know, like people who were there because they were like, I want to go to a casino because it seems like a fun idea. Like the same thing. They're the same reason we were there. Like, but like no one that I would consider like a casino chick, unless you were counting the like really severe like mid 50s Asian women who were blackjack dealers that like you just could like look at them and like you're like, there's no way you're winning against this woman ever.
I
Like
also don't think that that's the kind of woman that
they
is
were,
looking to take a bunch of Villanova
yeah,
guys home.
no, I did not.
I just don't get that feeling.
Trevor, I'm starting to get tilted against this one asshole.
I know,
He's
I
not
know.
he's
I'm
not
like,
dropping
I'm
my
getting
shit.
mad.
I'm getting real mad.
We're having good conversations.
We are. We're
We're unlocking the power of
a Philadelphia.
Villanova
I
cornhole.
was gonna say we're fucking. Are you
Oh,
fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
oh no, no.
It's really funny too because this is like the guy they tell you to farm. Like if you want to get this drop, like it's like no, farm this guy. I know the first time I played this, literally the first time I killed this guy, he dropped it, and I was just like, oh, that's neat. And then I immediately just like sold it for the souls because I did not care. Um, because like the character I was playing through was like extremely um, dex heavy. I can't believe it. We've got so many fucking. Well, you know, like, hey, if nothing else, Derby got a whole
We've
bunch
got
of
a lot of
levels real
souls.
fast. Yeah, a whole bunch of levels real fast.
Do you have a number of times you wanna knock him down, or are we going vibes?
I mean, we're just going vibes, like,
Fantastic.
um, you know, like when you're if you're sick of it, just like let me know, and like,
No, I'll never
you
get
know,
sick
you'll
of it. I
just.
like watching people farm stuff. Meditative.
Oh, son of a bitch. Drop it.
Ah.
That time he made
Yeah, I
like a
think, like-
weird noise.
Yeah, he did.
We like hit the like it hit the like the audio like the 3D audio like in a weird way.
The
It was funny.
3D audio in this does hit in weird ways.
It does.
I will say that.
The positional audio is very kind of all over the place. God, that just made me miss walking through Limsa Lamimsa with the audio set at character level, because then you just hear all of the various like not even like the incidental like the diegetic cat girls like laughing their asses off and giggling.
I need to try to do that. I've never actually done that.
It's really funny. There's so much just like incidental giggling sounds that come from like, you know, walking near the main aetherite and through the shopping district.
This is absolutely the goofiest homeworld is Limsa.
It used to be
I
so
don't
much
know
better.
why.
Yeah, no. There we go. We
Yes.
got it. We got it. We got 12,000 souls.
12,000 souls and a great machete.
This
I
is-
think that is a win.
That's fucking winning at casinos. We're gonna go get casino chicks now. Derby's gonna get casino chicks.
Casino chicks. Derby's going out for casino chicks. I think the one time I ever like went to a casino with friends, it was a riverboat casino in Elgin, Illinois. And I gotta tell you, my friends lost a lot of money because they just kept betting by the book. And it was a horrible choice. Oh, that's cool.
I love that it's different for you, right? Like
Mhm.
it's not.
You can't hold it like him.
No,
Yeah.
you can't hold it like him. You don't have that wingspan.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
You had to saw it in half, or like
Yeah.
rip off the other handle.
No, you're not a Sixers player. You can't hold it like him.
You don't have that
You
wingspan.
don't got that wingspan.
You don't got that wingspan. You need to bump your strength up to 24 to use that.
Ah, damn! But I can get it to 20.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's we're getting there. We just need 4 more.
I think you can two-hand it.
Oh, I
and
can.
you
Oh
use
yeah,
it.
I could have two-handed it to begin with. So we're
Right.
we're getting there. I was just kind of I was personally hoping that there we go. Look at this thing. The thing about this is it's actually pretty fast.
Ooh, wow.
Look at that. Yeah,
That's
right.
fun.
It's the
Now, does that count as sharp or blunt damage? I'm assuming sharp, but it's also big and heavy.
I think it's an axe actually. So it does slash.
Slash, okay.
Yeah. So it has a weapon art. It's this. We can sharpen it.
Well, that's cool. I like that. And then
Nice.
it shines.
Yeah.
That's neat.
It lets you know. So this does 167 plus 43 physical for us, like right now. Like
That's pretty good.
that's what's up. But we haven't plus one'd it yet, Trevor.
That's correct. And we're not going to with 86 souls.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh yeah, we have to read the vertebrae shackle.
Oh yeah, we have to read that. Did we read Vort?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, Vort served as the Outrider Knight, never far from the Fleeting Dancer. We don't know who the Fleeting Dancer is yet.
No.
The Vertebrae Shackle. A special bone collected by members of the Covenant of Mound Makers. I love the Covenant of Mound Makers. I got so hyped when like this game was like the Mound Makers because like I think of that and I think of like pre
I thought that's what you were gonna say. Yeah.
like God, where are the actual Mound Makers?
I don't know. I always picture their mounds and they're not.
They were like the mound builders. They were like
Yeah, the mound builder cultures. They spanned the period of roughly 3500 BCE to the 16th century CE. Wow.
yeah. No, like they were around doing shit.
They are
High River
North
Valley.
American.
That's right. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember just where. So
Good for them.
yeah, the Adena, Hopewell. Okay, yeah, Ohio River Valley. But yeah, so whenever I said, I was like, oh, dude, cool, we're gonna meet fucking mound makers, and then we never do. They're just weirdos, apparently. A special book collected by members of the Covenant of Mound Makers, discovered in the corpses of their victims. Only one such bone is found in the vertebrae, and the Mound Makers believe it to be a shackle of the gods. In their mind, each victim is another connection, an addition to the family.
Sure.
Yeah, like it's cool and weird. Like the game doesn't never go anywhere with it. Like it's kind of like too interesting for them to just kind of like leave on the table like that. But at the same time,
Yes.
I do respect I respect the kind of just yeah, fucking that's it. It's like we're walking away from it. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I'm torn because I like that a lot, but I also think the concept is interesting enough to flesh out.
Yeah.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to.
Actually, I need to go. I wonder if we've got enough. Oh, he's not doing so good. You all right, buddy?
Heavens, she was already dead.
We learned curl
Ooh.
up.
Heavens.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah, he's struggling.
It's hard to put on a brave face and do that.
Yeah. Hey, y'all.
Oh, our champion of Ash. I would do anything for my master. Just say the word. Then shall we begin?
Well, we could get more true strength.
Yes, let's
Bearer
go.
of the dark sign.
Do you think that happened because you reset at the bonfire so many times?
No, I just died.
Be safe.
Oh.
I died a couple times. It's like X number of deaths. I think it's only like 5. I think it's like every 5 deaths maybe.
Oh, interesting.
It's really not a whole lot.
At the foot of Loch
Yeah, not interesting. You know
Say
what? We've got
something new.
stuff we can sell. I'm sure. Well, we could sell Vort, but we're not going to sell Vort. Okay, let's see. Now we're never using this club. We're never using the Lucerne. It's a 236. I don't think we're ever going to go back to this deep battle axe.
Can't imagine.
No. We're never going to use this chime. Small leather shield. A small leather-covered round shield. It features a large central protrusion designed for parrying attacks. Beh. Medium shield. Orthodox metal shield engraved with a crest depicting a silver eagle. Medium shields are most average of shields. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares?
They're extremely mid.
Extremely mid. Workers' trousers. Trousers worn by inhabitants of the undead settlement. Naturally, the ceremonial significance of such work is long forgotten.
Oh.
Indeed, no one could continue to entertain such horrors.
I like that. That's fun.
I like that. No, that's good. These, so they
That's
have
very fun.
they do have a ceremonial significance to their work. Is the thing. It's just that no one knows what it is anymore. They're just doing it because to do it, really. Let's try these pants on though, because they might be sick. You never know.
And they also might. Do we don't have pants on, do we? Oh, we have a
We've got a
loincloth.
loincloth.
Right.
Okay, so they're better physical. We get more poise.
They're a little heavier.
Little-
Not much.
No. They're like double the weight, but they have way more durability. That's interesting. Way more physical strength. Oh, they're kind of like a.
Yeah, they're a little like a khaki.
Oh, we're over 69. Yeah, that's right. So
That's
there's
not
this
good.
heavy roll. Yeah, so we gotta go back to our loincloth. Well, it's because we've got 2 pieces of like medium weight armor on, and
Yeah.
I think actually 3 pieces technically. I think that's considered medium weight. And then we have this big motherfucker.
And that's huge.
It weighs
Yeah.
14 units.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's heavy. So. All
At
right.
least we have the strike damage from the torch to fall back
That's right. We can always fall back on that. 726. I think we're real close.
Ashen one, bring with is it?
Let's see what else can we. Tightening scale, refine. Well, we're never fucking refining.
What do you do? What does that mean?
Refine is dex. No.
Oh,
Oh no,
okay.
refine is quality. It's quality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where Derby's heavy. Derby's a heavy girl. And then we don't ever using our raw jumps. There we go.
Ashen
Look at
one.
that. Woo! Woo! Outlaw country.
Tis good, wasn't he?
Outlaw country.
Outlaw country. Cheryl from Archer is like one of my favorite characters of all.
She's great.
It's like the history of cartoons. Because Cheryl is me. No, Cheryl is my homegirl, and like I'm definitely a Pam. But that's you shouldn't see yourself in Archer characters, kids. Don't do it.
It's just gonna make you
Don't-
sad.
Yeah, just ruin your life. You'll end up with
Wow,
you'll end up with
that
heart
bumped up.
failure. Yeah, 183 minus 73. But let's see what this bad boy is when we two-hand it. Okay. 183 plus 52. So
That's great.
That's some fucking AR right there.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that's this. And we got 12.66 poise, which is not a lot, but we'll get there. Derby will get there. We need to put what? 3 more points. 3 more points into strength. That's all we need.
That's right.
And then we can put more into or vitality, so Derby can wear things and stuff. But
Derby's
really,
got a type. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I like that Derby plays around with different things, but has a sort of feel.
yeah, Derby got a feel. Like, look at this. Like, Derby's finally like, this. God damn, it's good. Let's go get a swing in on something real fast. Let's just do that, and then we'll go back to this dilapidated bridge and we'll call it a day. But Derby
We
want to
can
hit
kill
something.
the guy with his own stuff.
We can kill the guy with his own stuff, Trevor. That's what Dark Souls is about. Oh. We
Nice.
almost got. I like how his is serrated and ours isn't. Like,
Yeah, it's very different.
it's very
is
different,
the thing.
which I really
He
love.
may as well be carrying around the thing we picked up in his back pocket as like a backup weapon.
But damn it, it feels good to be a gangster. God, it's so fast.
I
for-
love the way it cuts. It's so fun.
Yeah, and it's it's just so fast for such a big thing. All right.
The arc of the stroke is really fun too.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's like it's got that. I don't think it has like a combo though. Is like the thing I think is like really interesting. Okay, it's sometimes combos maybe, but not. I don't know. It's very fun.
Stream tonight absolutely saved by the fact that we got into a groove and got our weapon.
We got our weapon.
Vibes at an all-time high.
That's good because like my hand is actually still really kind of fucked up. I just really wanted to play Dark Souls. I
Heal up.
between hacking my like the top of my finger, it went like it was bad. It went into the nail bed and everything.
Whoa.
Yeah. Curl your knuckles under when you're chopping onions, kids. Don't stick your fingers out, like especially when you know better. I'm 40 years old. I've been chopping onions for 30 years. You know, and I forgot to curl my fingers under and use my knuckles, and instead I went. So that has really kind of been impacting my ability to use a controller.
That is brutal.
And then trying to save a cactus that got bottom rot by ripping off its top pads to transplant. Made like my whole hand just swell up. So it's been really fun playing with like a very debilitated left hand.
No one would have noticed. You played marvelously.
I think so. I think we did right by Derby, who that's what it's all about. Derby with the chainmail cowl and the big. I like that it's considered a great axe.
I like it too.
It's-
It's like
It's clearly a sword, but they're like, no, great axe. What?
I love that it's that. Like you just have to make like a choice at a certain point and be like, what is this? And it's
Mhm.
like it's an axe now.
Clearly, yeah. You're chopping with it. It's an axe. All right, Trevor, what are you up to? Tell the people where they can find you. Tell them about the big stream you got coming up.
Oh yeah, the big stream. Yeah, this is the first one. So you can find me at Hagelbon on Twitter. You can find Blue Sky when someone gives me an invite someday. And podcast is called No Cartridge. I'll probably have a little announcement on there tomorrow, but before that, I'll tell you, the weekend of the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, I'll be doing a 24-hour stream to build up some money for the show to keep it going and hopefully, make it better than ever. And you can look for more information on ko-fi.com/no cartridge. I sort of have like a little explainer up there, but anyone who wants to make me play a difficult or exciting or good game for as long as I can stand it or until I beat it, please donate now or nominate ones that people can vote on, because those are the two ways you can decide what I'm playing in the end of June.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited about your big stream.
I'm excited too. Hopefully we can find a time to get you on to talk with me, so I have a friend to chat with. I'm hoping to have lots of guests, so I'm not freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, just tap me in, baby. I'll be there. But yeah, so save the date, y'all.
Save the date. You gotta, and I'm doing it early this time. I'm announcing it early and advertising it so people should be able to go.
Yeah. You should make like a little like an iCal card or whatever. People can click
What is
on
that?
Or you can make like the little calendar links and people can click on it. It adds it to their
Oh,
calendar.
can you? Wow, I gotta look into that.
That's how the internet works, man. At
You
least
know,
that's
I
how it's
just
supposed to work.
I'm getting old. It's how it goes.
I used Putty the other day, or today for the first time.
Putty, huh?
Putty, and I was just like, damn, I'm old. I feel like a million years old because I haven't used this since like the fifth grade. Back when I
Huh.
first tried like free BSD or whatever. Yeah, old school shit.
Interesting.
Um,
We're getting back to the old school.
We're getting back to the old school. We're all gonna be running Linux on the desktop, so that we can avoid the horrors of like the Google AI, Microsoft AI, Apple AI apocalypse.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna air
Oh.
gap our lives.
You need to air gap your life.
Air gap your life, people.
Air gap your life, people. This. God, this is the best of all possible worlds, isn't it? Fuck.
It is. I know. It's the one we got.
You can
the
find
best one.
me at Dialicina everywhere. I'm not on Blue Sky yet, but if you've got an invite, give me an invite so I can get the fuck off Twitter. Jesus.
Would be nice. Give Dia the invite first. She deserves it more.
Yeah,
than
give
me.
Dia the invite first. Trevor doesn't even like. Trevor just posts about the Sixers.
I do, and then I stop. I stop. I'm not gonna watch the next game. I
Every time you
decided.
post about the Sixers, all I can think of is Fiverr from Watership Down.
Oh,
And
fair
then I
enough.
think about Fiverr, the horrible like gig economy app.
I was gonna say the gig economy.
And I get so mad that I'm like, you fucking ruined Fiverr. Fiverr fucking rules.
Fiverr does rule, and yeah, no, Fiverr, the gig economy thing is
Hazel's
horrible.
gonna kick your ass for stealing his bro's name. But
Time to reread Watership Down.
yeah, everyone read Watership Down. It's like, don't read that other young adult shit. Just read Watership Down. It's all you need. It's the only good one. Yeah, so you can find me at Dialicina. Give me a Blue Sky invite if you got one. And let people know. Retweet the videos when they're up and shit like that. Hope you enjoy it. Retweet the Patreon. Retweet Trevor's Patreon. It helps us out. But we'll be back hopefully next week, as long as my hand stays good. And we'll put this beautiful great axe, this great machete, to work.
I can't wait.
I'm so hype. Derby is hype. Like, look at the determination in Derby's eyes. You can see she is ready to just murder shit.
She's gonna absolutely crush.
That's just like that, like the like fucking Gandalf being like, King Theoden King, your hands would remember their old strength. Would you touch your old sword? And it's just like, yeah, touch your fucking old sword, man. Remember your strength.
That's such a cool reference. I was actually just thinking I was just thinking that you were gonna go the you shall not pass, or I return to you at the turning of the tide. That's so much better.
No, yeah, no, that's weak shit.
You hit much better. Yeah, that rules.
Yeah, you know what? I actually hate the You Shall Not Pass. I actually hate the whole Peter Jackson's Balrog. I think it looks terrible. It's like fucking. It's a fucking World of Warcraft Balrog.
I like that scene because of why am I forgetting the guy's name? Ian
McKellen.
Ian McKellen. Thank you. Yeah, I like it because I kind of just like anything he's in. But
That's fair.
yeah, I think the Balrog does look kind of whack.
Yeah. Ian McKellen's Iago as a Bobby was really wonderful.
Ooh, that's brilliant.
It was
Yeah, I'm sure
really
that- I
good.
haven't
He
seen
was
that.
he
That's
was
really
just
good.
a little police constable, a little British constable, and he was just so bitchy and petulant.
Oh
Right.
yeah, he
Uh,
can play heroic well, which is really like what we mostly see from him. But he plays bitchy so wonderfully.
So good. I think that was Judi Dench was in that adaptation.
Interesting.
I think so. Oh, look at the birds in the back. I just noticed up in the top corner in the where the the gloomy peaks and the kind of church facade in the back. There's those birds at the top to remind us that this is Gothic horror. In case we forgot.
Well, if there are birds, it's Gothic horror.
Peaks
Birds
and
you see,
sinister
Gothic
bird.
horror
Yeah.
it'd be.
You got birds. You see Gothic. Yeah, we got spires and birds. It's Gothic horror, kids.
Okay, yep. Break out your Mary Shelley. It's Gothic horror.
Break out your Mary Shelley. It's Gothic horror. And this has been the best of all possible souls. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, there we go. We
All
did it.
right.
Another.
I'm gonna go to bed and rest my voice.
Go to-
Hopefully, I
yeah,
don't sound like
go.
a frog tomorrow.
Yeah.
3 deaths.
3 deaths. Man. I'm getting too good at these games, Trevor.
I know you are. You have to start taking more risks.